What is up? We are back to do another Trump reading for February 9th and going forward. And I've got a little list of questions that I've collected over the last couple of days. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Also, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Any questions you want me to ask, leave them in the comments and I'll add them to my notes for the next video. We'll start with the viewer question. Someone asked if Trump would be removed from office or if there'd basically be like an impeachment or anything. Will Trump be removed from office? All right. Will Trump be removed from office? So, usually the moon card is my no card. The sun card is usually my yes card. I think that most tarot readers kind of go with that. I'm going to go with it because, I usually follow that belief that the moon is no and the sun is yes. So if Trump is not going to be removed from office, will he face an impeachment? Ooh, I'm glad I caught that on camera, you guys. So, tell us more about the tower. So, you guys know that the tower is basically chaos and disaster. The Six of Cups, in this instance, has a lot to do with the past. Not so much memories, but incidents from the past. Oh, okay. Let's get a little more light up in here. I feel like it's a little bit dark. The Hierophant. Now, I don't know who the Hierophant would be in this instance. Let's see. Tell us more about the Hierophant. What is the Hierophant energy coming through here? Oh, wow. Okay. So, no, Trump's not going to be removed from office. But he's got something big and bad coming his direction. And I think it's coming pretty quick. It's got something to do with something he did in the past. This, I'm going to interpret two ways. This could be the person who's going to bring this energy toward him, or this could have something to do with where this energy originated from. I feel like in this instance, it more so is attached to the Judgment card. This looks like a challenge to the mindset that Trump and his fan base have because their belief system is definitely not in alignment with Judgment. In fact, it's quite lawless. And the Hierophant, for me, in a Trump reading, always seems to allude to this idea of taking America back to a time of archaic belief. Trump's fandom wants a traditional biblical state where instead of moving forward and progressing as a society, we move into a contrived religious past. And so it's interesting here that the Hierophant is paired with Judgment. That could either mean that it's time for this movement to face some kind of finality, or it could be something on a smaller scale, like motives coming to light and the public seeing things for what they truly are. And right here on the bottom of the deck, that's interesting. We're going to go ahead and lay Trump right down here. Let's keep going. What is Donald Trump facing? If he's not going to be removed from office, what is he facing? Who is he facing? So we've got the Star. Interesting. I always feel like the Star is someone specific who maybe hasn't come forward yet. In a lot of readings, I feel like it's Kamala. Not to say that Kamala is going to swoop in and save the day and become the president and everything's going to be perfect and harmonious, because that's obviously not going to happen. But I feel like there is someone in the background who is working really hard to orchestrate whatever needs to be done to stop him from doing the crazy stuff that he's doing. So tell us more about the star. Who is the star? Where is the star energy coming from? Oh, well, that's interesting. King of Pentacles. This is someone in the political sphere who is not only very powerful, but because they have the energy of the star attached to them, that means they have good intentions and they have this message of hope. And I get the feeling that this person is working behind the scenes, keeping a close eye on things, working on a plan, all the while saying, don't give up, we can get through this, everything will work out in the end. Yeah, someone's watching over his shoulder. So let's do a little timing here for our last two cards on this reading. What kind of timing are we looking at for this Tower energy for Donald Trump? What is our timing? We're looking at spring, summer, weeks, months. Like, what is going on? A little more detail on the timing, a little confirmation perhaps. So I'm going to say, because I'm looking at these strictly from a timing perspective, summer to autumn, which is what I've got in some previous readings. All right, let's move on to another question. There are special elections coming up starting in April. I'm not sure what the dates on all of them are. Two of them, I believe, are in Florida, and one is in New York, I think. Could be the other way around, but there's basically 3 seats in the House up for grabs as of the beginning of April. Let's do a little spread for the special election and see what we can get. How is the special election going to go? Oh, okay. I'm not going to count that one because I think that was my fault. I probably should count it, but if it's important, it'll come back up. So, special election. What is the outcome? How is it going to go? Oh, shit. Okay. I'm going to say right off the bat, it's not going to go well for the Democrats. Let's pull a couple more cards because those kind of chose themselves. I'm going to pull 2 more cards like I normally would. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Wow, okay. So keep these 2 together, these 2. Again, I feel like this is a situation where the Democrats are going to work really hard to try to get the outcome that they want, but they're going to fall short. And it's probably going to be because of the Republicans gerrymandering and cheating. So look for some pushback during this upcoming special election. I don't think the Republicans are going to let go of the House that easily. I mean, and it's funny, too, because, like, at this point, what do they even care? Trump's doing everything with executive order. He's not even using Congress. But, you know, I think, obviously, they're really enjoying having Congress, Senate, and the presidency. So they're definitely not going to let it go without a fight. But, with this card, there's... This is kind of like a chance of retreat, too. So... Let's pull a couple more because I feel like our whole answer is not exactly here, and obviously with the Death card, tell us about the Death card. Where does the Death card energy fit into the special elections? I'll pull 2 cards. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. There's a shift in power here. with a chance of positivity. So we may see that maybe New York gets a blue seat and Florida gets 2 red ones, or whatever the number is per state. I think it's 1 in New York and 2 in Florida. Don't quote me on that. I think there's going to be a surprising turnout for these special elections. Now, that could be that there's more people than expected or there's fewer people than expected, because I think a lot of people don't know about this election, and the Republicans are obviously going to want to use that to their advantage. What I really think is going to happen is there's going to be this situation where nobody knows. Not enough people are informed that this election is going to go down, and therefore there's going to be an opportunity for theft and deception on part of the Republicans. But I think there's also a chance that if you play your cards right, may be able to get the word out and make a difference, have an impact on the outcome, and end up with the Democrats getting the House back. But I think it's so up in the air. I don't think there's a definitive answer here. I think that more than anything, it's a warning. It's a warning that not enough people know. We've got a little bit of time to change that. Tell everybody you know, especially if you're in New York or Florida, make sure that as many people get out to vote as possible, because I think it's going to come down to that. So let's get on to the next question. As you may or may not know, this is Super Bowl weekend, and also, as you may or may not know, Donald Trump is going to the Super Bowl. I guess he needs to put on another show like he did with that ketchup packet back in August or whenever it was. He's probably needing some karma points. Or what, isn't that what they call them? Aura points, maybe. I don't know. Whatever the kids call that these days. He's trying to score some brownie points with people, his supporters or whoever, because he's so unpopular right now. Turns out people don't like fascism. But the question is, how is Donald Trump's visit to the Super Bowl going to go? Tell us about Donald Trump's trip to the Super Bowl. Oh. Wow. Okay. We have a little running joke here on the channel about how Trump never gets anything but swords and pentacles. One of these days, I believe in him. He can get cups someday, surely. Surely anyone can get cups eventually, if we do enough readings, but it is a little strange. So this is not a good reading. Trumpy Trump, are you sure you're going to go to the Super Bowl? 6 of Swords. I'm not going to say what I think I see here, but let's just say that this is not a good reading. And if you're someone who's into tarot cards, I'm just going to let you look at that for just a second. What I will say is the Knight of Swords. This is all I'm going to say about this reading for censorship purposes, for fear of algorithmic issues, if you guys know what I mean. There is a knight slaying a dragon in this card. That's the picture. That's not conjecture. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that in the picture there is a knight slaying a dragon. This card represents determination, ambition, and impulsiveness. A lot of energy moving towards action. And then we end with misfortune. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I will delve a little deeper, actually, just out of my own curiosity. Let's get a little clarification. Let's get 3 more cards. Ooh. 3 more cards on Trump's trip to the Super Bowl. I'm going to take the one off the bottom. How interesting. Oh my God, you guys. I'm just going to tell you what the cards mean by the book, by the dictionary. I'm not going to say anything. This card is celebration. This card is success. Not going to say anything else. Let's move on to the next question. So Elon has had a busy week. Let's see if Elon's going to face any repercussions, any legal repercussions for Elon in the upcoming future. Pentacles. Oh, the moon, but it's reversed. We're just going to flip that around. I think he's pretty smart about what he's doing. He's a deceptive person, I think, by nature. And I think his partnership with Trump is probably going to be his ultimate line of defense and protection. So I don't think that it looks like, based on this reading, that he's going to face any legal repercussions. Let's get a little bit of clarification on the moon, because like I said, anytime I see the moon, I take it as a no instantly when there's a yes or no kind of question at hand. So let's get clarification, a very clear and obvious answer on the moon energy here about Elon facing legal repercussions. Interesting. Oh my. So now I'm thinking the moon is definitely not a no, because Elon's greed is politically going to be the end of him. And especially, with the 10 of Wands coming in right here, being at the end of the cycle, I feel like there has to be like a big change coming of some sort. But I don't think that, we're not going to get the perp walk or anything like that. I think he's going to get himself into a pickle. I think also there's this issue where he's getting kind of reckless and careless, and he's not paying as close of attention as he once did. And also, I feel like it's really important with the moon, especially here, to talk about, there's so much we don't know about Elon Musk. You know what I mean? He's so, there's this air of mystery around him. What is his deal? Who is he? Why is he here? But definitely seeing greed as being his demise down here. Not literally. Maybe literally. I don't know. Who knows? Pretty clear with these two cards. All right, let's move on to another question. Let's do one more, guys. What is in the week ahead for Donald Trump and the regime? Let's get a real good, obvious, clear look at what we can expect this week from the Donald Trump regime. Nine of Staffs, but it was reversed. But then again, I did do a big jumble mix up a little bit ago, so that's probably why. So we're not going to count it. News is coming. Information is coming. Important information will come to the forefront this week, and it will be news of justice. I think we're seeing a little bit of a turning point this week, maybe. I don't know. With the Nine of Staffs, this is kind of an interesting addition to this particular spread for this particular question, because it references resilience and courage. But if you remember, it was reversed when it came out. So I think we're still seeing an energy around setbacks, challenges, struggles, and just being kind of battle worn. So it's going to be just like all of the other weeks since the inauguration. We are going to have to keep our head up and stay strong. Let's do 3 more cards. What can we expect from the Trump administration in the new coming week? I think with the appearance of the Justice card, and also the delivery of news, whatever these cards are that are kind of dominating this entire spread, this may be a week to rejoice. We may, I don't know, there may be something come out in the news that brings us what we've been hoping for, because we have like the Nine of Cups, which is one of the best cards in the entire deck, and then Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. So all positive energy. I feel like we're going to see some kind of big change this week. Something may give, finally. Maybe, maybe someone's going to come forward with some information that kind of changes the game. That's what it looks like. So let's manifest it, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's focus on positive outcomes and happiness and a reason to celebrate and rejoice. All right, guys. That is it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Your comments are very important. Be sure to drop your questions in the comment section if you have any questions that you want me to include in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time.